Good afternoon and happy Tuesday, y'all. I am Tara Hewlett with Back Pain and Joint Center of Texas, and I come to you guys every week and do a live and share with you guys a low inflammation recipe. And low inflammation consists of no gluten, dairy, or sugar, and those are things that we have eliminated from our family's diet for the past year, or a little over a year. And the reason why is when your body is inflamed, it cannot recover or heal as fast. So when you eliminate those things, gluten, dairy, and sugar, cause your body to be more inflamed, so then you can't heal or recover as well. So eliminating those things will help your body to be in a healthier state. So my husband and myself are the founders of Back Pain and Joint Center of Texas here in Conroe, Texas. So today we are going to make garlic shrimp, and my kids love garlic shrimp. We actually had it last week, but they were all gone at camp. Hello, Miss Stephanie. And so they were sad. So I'm going to make it real quick with them. So I'm going to show you. We just get, so when you're going to go buy your shrimp, try your hardest to get wild shrimp, not the farm raised. Anything farm raised, they're just squished in like a tank size thing, and they're not going to have enough healthiness and like more of a muscle to, they're low in color as well because they don't have enough swimming to they're just like stuck in this a section. So we get ours wild, and they sell at the grocery store. And just look, sometimes they can be a little bit more, but they'll have them on sale. So that's when you can go buy them when they're on sale. All right, so ours still are fully intact because they were cheaper to go with them fully intact. So this, I'm gonna show you guys really quick how we do ours. So I always have a bowl nearby so I can throw my, my clean one. So I'm just gonna peel off the skin really quick here. Jax, do you wanna help? You wanna start peeling off the skin? And then to devein them, I just take my knife and go down their spine real quick, and I just pull all of that out. So you start peeling. Jax is here. Say hi, Jax. You wanna scoot over?
Hi.
To everybody today, and he's gonna help because they love when we have the garlic shrimp. All right. This takes a little bit longer. It's great if you can find them. So I try not to always get them where they're already pre-peeled and deveined. The reason pre-peeled seems to be okay, but I'm gonna tell you guys, I don't know, a year or so ago, I had gotten some that were pre-deveined, and I don't know what it is. Sometimes they smell like formaldehyde. I don't know if they soak them in something to help them devein them faster. I don't know what it is, but I try not to do it that way. One time I asked the guy behind the counter, I was like, do they smell weird? He thought it was crazy, because sometimes they have that smell of, like, to me it smells like formaldehyde. So I don't want that smell. So we're just gonna devein these real quick. So we just go down the spine, and you know, there's different, you just pull out, it's like stuff inside. Let me see if I can show you. Here, let's scoot that part over. And then I'll do this side. This is the, like, most tedious part. So you just pull the poop part out, and because you don't want to eat that, that's not good. And then the rest you're good to go. But yeah, this is the most tedious part, is just doing this. After that, shrimp is so quick and easy to cook. And then for the shrimp, you just peel. Let me grab one to show you. You're just gonna grab those tails, and I just pull the tail back, and then half of the skin comes, and then I just put my finger under and then pull the rest of this shell. Oh, I threw that in there, Oops. Going the wrong way. So it's easy, it's just more of a job to do. All right, so while we got this going, we are going to have our pan on medium-high heat on the stove, starting to warm up. So it's already ready to go. And in there, we're gonna throw in, let's start with like 2 tablespoons of butter. So this is where, depending on where you are, and if you're at our office and you're a patient and we have you on like a Trust Your Gut program, go with olive oil. I would go with olive oil before avocado just because of the flavor it's gonna give. If you can do dairy, go ahead and do butter. We use the Kerrygold butter. And we didn't react to it, and so after we did the Trust Your Gut, we slowly introduced things back, and what we introduced back was the butter. So that's the only dairy that we do use. But I'm going to show you what the Kerrygold looks like. This comes in gold packaging, and we use the salted. Let me rinse my hands and throw some butter in the pan. Actually, while Jax is doing those, I'm going to show you what we're going to do next. While that's starting, so first we're going to serve ours. Now, what I like about garlic shrimp is you can serve it over rice, you can do it with something else, you could do it with a pasta. So the other night I did it, when it was just me and my husband, I served it over a gluten-free pasta we like. But we also do it over, and I'm going to show you this way, spaghetti squash. So just get yourself a spaghetti squash, and we're just going to cut it. It's hard to cut, just use a little your arm muscle, down the middle of your spaghetti squash. Give me a second. This is where you need a little stripe. And then we're gonna cook this in the oven so you're gonna wanna start this earlier for about 40 minutes to 60, depending on the size of your spaghetti squash that you have. Let me see if that's enough to pry it open. Now I need to cut them off. Oh goodness, this one's a hard one. I did one already in the oven, but this one doesn't want to cut on me. So give it a second. If you have a better way of cutting your spaghetti squash, that would be good, but I'm having trouble today. Sorry about that. We got 4 weeks left. Oh, good. And then you're starting phase 3 tomorrow. Oh, good. Good for you. So spaghetti squash would be a great one since you're not doing like any gluten-free noodles and stuff. Or you can do like a zucchini noodles. We've definitely done that. I'm just having the hardest time with this one. We do, right, the zucchini noodles. Those are probably my kids' least favorite. There we go. Goodness, this one was like a little burger here. It does not want to cut. Okay. Bear with me. Goodness gracious. Okay, so then we're just going to take all your stuff out. Let me switch spots with you, Jax. So I'm just going to scoop out all the seeds and stuff right here. We don't need all of that. So you would turn your oven on to 400, and you're gonna cook this for about, like I said, 40 minutes to 60, depending on just the size you have. Just get those seeds parts out. Kind of clean it like you do a jack-o'-lantern, right? Okay, so we're gonna take this, now that it's clean, and then we're gonna, I lost my pan. Oh, here it is. Now you can take it, and we're gonna drizzle it with some, let me rinse my hands. I'm gonna just drizzle it with some olive oil. And then add some salt and cracked pepper. So just salt it. And we use here at our house this real salt. We really like that. And then some just good cracked pepper. And just get it nice and coated well to give it those noodles. They're gonna become noodles. Some good flavor. So then I just kind of get the olive oil, spread it around a little bit more all over. So you want it to be well coated like that. Pepper that you can see. And then do the same thing to the other piece. And then we're gonna then flip it. You can put parchment paper down since that'll make it easier for cleanup. Flip it upside down on your pan so then the moisture inside will sink down instead of sitting. And if you were to leave it up, all that moisture sits inside of your noodles, the spaghetti squash, and makes it soggy. So if you put it down, it helps with that. And then you're just gonna plop that in the oven for 40 to 60 minutes on 400. All right, so we got that going. We have one in the oven, and then we'll work on our shrimp here. Jax, you're doing great at getting them all peeled. You're almost done?
Yeah.
So yes, we typically try to put a lot of our patients on the Trust Your Gut. It's a great program of helping you eliminate foods so your body can heal and recover. We did it ourselves, oh gosh, a year and a half ago or so. I was super excited when my husband had told me about it because I had been doing some research on a low inflammation diet and how good it is to eat that way. So when he had told me that we were going to do it, I was glad. Something that we were offering at the practice.
Done.
Good job, bud. All right, rinse your hands real quick, and then I'll have you add some butter to this pan. And let's start with 2 tablespoons of butter. If not, do olive oil. If you want to do even more, you can do avocado. It's just not going to be, the olive oil gives it a little bit more flavor. So grab the butter right over here, bud. You see it?
Yeah.
And just cut 2 tablespoons off. Now shrimp, if you are doing the Trust Your Gut, that is not something you get to eat at the beginning since shrimp is not a cleaner seafood. But as you later on can introduce it back in. This is a good one to have. And it's yummy.
Yes.
Nope, behind me.
Just
Yeah, just put it in the pan. So we have a pan on medium-high heat on the stove. We're gonna add the butter, and then you want to start peeling some garlic. This is where you're not going to go light on your garlic. So we're going to start with, like, let's do 4, depending on the size of your garlic cloves, 4 to 6 of them. Missed the bowl there. So grab 4 to 6. If you just want to peel them, then I can cut them up for you. So my trick is I get a wet paper towel when I do shrimp in, because the stuff you're taking out is kind of sticky, and then it helps to have a wet paper towel that I can just wipe it off to, and it'll stick to that. That's how I do my my shrimp. Good. Yeah, so Jax has some pretty good size garlic, so we'll start with 4. If you have small ones, Jax, you want to show them the size you have right now. If you have smaller pieces, go with, I would do 6 to 8. Sometimes, you know, the garlic cloves are different sizes. So that's a good size one. So we'll start with 4. If we want to add more, we can. All right, so we got all of our shrimp. Let's wash our hands from that. Now, for this spaghetti squash, it's literally so easy to make. Jax made it for me a couple, was it probably like a few months ago, sometime at the beginning of the summer, I think. I was with one of our kids and I wasn't home and I was telling him, I started this part of the dinner, but not this, or would you? And so Jax did our squash, spaghetti squash, huh?
Yeah.
So, I promise, it's not hard. It's super easy. I think the hardest thing is just cutting it open. Some of them, that one was a difficult one to do. How many more we need? One more?
Yeah.
If you have a mincer, you can go ahead and mince. I just prefer to chop my garlic. I think because I just don't enjoy cleaning the mincer is what it really is. A little bit of skin still on this one.
Her mom was like, the pan is supposed to be like black and that.
Yeah, that's all right. All right, so we're just going to, we add a little bit more butter. We'll add one more thing of butter to that. So that'll make it 3 tablespoons. Yep. All right, so we're just gonna chop this up real fine. And shrimp cooks super, super quick.
Just add this too, Mom?
Yep, just throw that in there. Oh, we got a seed from our squash on here. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and throw our garlic, it's 4 tablespoons, into our pan. And then we'll grab a spoon and give it a little mix. And then we'll add all of our shrimp. All right, and some salt and pepper. And some cracked pepper now. And it's already starting to cook up. We'll add, so for this, you're gonna want more than you think because you want it nice and buttery because it'll help make like, almost like a sauce for your, all right, so we got that going. Then I go ahead and add, to make it seem like a healthier, or add more, we're going with spaghetti squash, so that's the vegetable. I go ahead and add some broccolini into there. You do not have to, this is the way I do it. We prefer broccolini over regular broccoli. So I'm just gonna toss this same thing into our, this is just a bundle of broccolini. My kids like it better, I think because it's less bushy. It's just like this, instead of the big old head of broccoli. All right, let's check on our, there, you wanna grab that? All right, look how good our spaghetti squash is done in the oven. This one I let it cook for about almost an hour. And we get to flip it over and look at all that. See how it's like golden? And then you can just scoop it and it just comes right out. And you can twist it. So we'll go ahead and start plating this. And see, it's not soggy at all since we had it upside down. And with the salt and pepper we put on it, with the olive oil, it already has the flavor. And then when we top it with our shrimp, with the butter and garlic from that, it'll be super yummy. So for our family, we'll do like, we're gonna do 2 squashes and we do 2 pounds of shrimp. So if you're smaller than a family of 6 with some teenagers, go with a pound of shrimp and just 1 spaghetti squash. All right, let me scoop this up. So now when it's almost done, we're gonna take, how's that coming, Jack? She's spinning it, flipping it? Some flat leaf parsley. You can do the curled parsley. We're just gonna take like about half of that and I just bunch it together. And we're gonna chop it away and just chop your parsley and we'll then add this to our shrimp. Smelling so good. Oh my goodness, you guys. All right, let's throw this in here. What's good about this is you can do it lots of ways. If you wanted to add some lemon to it, you can have a lemony, buttery garlic. We're just gonna keep it light with just salt and pepper and butter. So if you're doing a pound, just do like a half a stick of butter since we have 2 pounds, we're gonna use our whole stick of butter. And if not, remember you're just gonna do olive oil or to clean it, keep it cleaner, avocado. This is not where you go light on your stuff since it's like this pasta we're gonna go with. How good it's, oh my goodness, watch out, Jax. I'm coming behind you. Look how good we're cooking up. We are almost done. What I love about the shrimp is how fast it cooks. It's not gonna take forever. You're just gonna make sure until they turn pink, so they're kind of like more clear when they're uncooked, and then as they cook, they're gonna turn pink. So we just want those to all pinken up. Give it a good, smells so good. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add 2 more things of garlic. So that will make mine 6 cloves of garlic. I prefer mine really garlicky. I like the flavor of that. What do you think, Jax? Are you excited?
Yeah.
All right, let's chop this up. And then we'll let this sit for just a minute to get this garlic toasted, and then it'll all be ready to go, and we can top it on top of our spaghetti squash. Okay, throw this in there. Give that like a minute or so as you toss that last bit of garlic. If you felt like you needed to add more, Oh yes, that's looking so good. All right. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and plate this for you guys to see. Let's get that all over our trash there. I'll put the pan on here. Okay. So we have our, that handle's hot. All of it cooked and it's ready to go. So we're just gonna spoon it right on top. And since we cooked our broccolini with it, it's got all the flavor of the garlic and the butter, salt, pepper. There you go. Doesn't that look so good? Oh my goodness, so exciting. All right, you guys have a great Tuesday, and I will see you next week where we come and share another favorite recipe of ours that will help you guys heal and recover and be healthier. You guys have a great week. Bye.